Did you know that the Najaf cemetery in Iraq is the largest in the world, spanning about 1,500 acres and containing millions of bodies? And now what you came here for, some of the scariest Chinese urban legends you ever heard of. Number 1. The Hopping Vampire. In a remote village nestled deep within the misty mountains of China, there existed a malevolent spirit known as the Hopping Vampire. This horrifying creature was said to be the reanimated corpse of a man who had committed unspeakable crimes in life. Its body, bound by dark magic, could not walk but hopped with its arms outstretched, seeking fresh blood to sustain its unholy existence, the use of supernatural arts to resurrect the dead. Spirit possession of a dead body. A corpse absorbs sufficient yang qi to return to life. A person's body is governed by 3 Huns and 7 Pos. The Qing dynasty scholar Yuan Mei wrote in his book Zibuyu that a person's Hun is good but the Po is evil, the Hun is intelligent but the Po is not so good. The Hun leaves her body after death, but their Po remains and takes control of the body, so the dead person becomes a jiangshi. The dead person is not buried even after a funeral has been held. The corpse comes to life after it is struck by a bolt of lightning, or when a pregnant cat, or a black cat in some tales, leaps across the coffin. When a person's soul fails to leave their deceased body, due to improper death, suicide, or just wanting to cause trouble. A person injured by a jiangshi is infected with the jiangshi virus, and gradually changes into a jiangshi over time. Legend has it that on moonless nights, the villagers would hear the eerie sound of its limb striking the ground like a hollow drum. Anyone unfortunate enough to cross its path would vanish without a trace, leaving behind only a lingering sense of dread. Number 2. The Cursed Doll. In a quaint antique shop in Beijing, a porcelain doll with bewitching emerald eyes and an enchanting smile was discovered. Those who owned the doll claimed it brought them immense wealth, but at a terrifying cost. The doll's presence brought about a series of inexplicable accidents and misfortunes to anyone within its vicinity. It was said that the doll was possessed by the vengeful spirit of a wronged woman, seeking retribution for past injustices. No matter how far its owner tried to escape, the doll would always find its way back, bringing with it a trail of suffering and despair. Number 3. The Haunted Well. In a desolate village in southern China, a decrepit well lay hidden in the shadow of an ancient banyan tree. Legend had it that the well was cursed by a scorned lover who had met a tragic end at its edge. Those who dared to approach the well at night would hear mournful whispers emanating from its depths, beckoning them to make a wish. But those who made wishes at the haunted well soon found their desires twisted into nightmarish realities. The well's water turned blood red, and the villagers were plagued by apparitions that haunted their dreams, driving them to madness. Number 4. The Mirror of Souls. High in the remote mountains of Sichuan province, a monastery guarded an ancient mirror believed to hold the souls of those who gazed into it. The mirror, said to be a portal to the spirit world, could reveal one's true self, stripped of all pretenses. Those who dared to look into the mirror often went insane, unable to bear the horrifying reflection of their inner demons. The monastery was abandoned, and the mirror hidden away, for fear of the malevolent spirits it might unleash. Number 5. The Red String of Fate. In a bustling city, a young couple fell in love and vowed to be together forever. But their happiness was shattered when a mysterious woman offered them a red string, claiming it would bind their souls eternally. The couple accepted the gift, unaware of its dark origin. As the years passed, the red string became an unbreakable curse, binding them in a loveless and torturous union. No matter how hard they tried to escape, the string would tighten, pulling them inexorably closer until their love turned to agony. Number 6. The Shadowless Assassin. In the heart of ancient China, a shadowless assassin stalked the night, leaving no trace of his presence except for the lifeless bodies he left behind. It was rumored that he had made a sinister pact with a malevolent deity, granting him the ability to move without casting a shadow. Those who encountered the shadowless assassin described an overwhelming sense of dread and impending doom before their lives were brutally extinguished. His victims were always found with terrified expressions, as if they had glimpsed a nightmarish world beyond the veil of reality. Number 7. The Jade Dragon's Curse. Deep in the mountains of Yunnan province, there stood a colossal jade dragon statue, said to be imbued with the power to grant wishes. But every wish made upon the dragon came with a terrible price. The more selfish the wish, the darker the curse. Those who sought riches found themselves impoverished, and those who wished for love were consumed by jealousy and despair. The Jade Dragon's curse was a reminder that true happiness could not be bought with the desires of the heart. Number 8. The Wailing Woman of the Well. In a remote village in Hubei province, a well was said to be haunted by the ghost of a woman who had drowned herself in despair after being betrayed by her lover. Her wailing cries echoed through the night, causing sleepless nights for the villagers. Those who ventured too close to the well claimed to have seen the ghostly figure of the woman rising from its depths, her hair tangled with weeds and her eyes filled with anguish. Her mournful cries were said to foretell impending tragedy for anyone who heard them. Number 9. The Skin Lanterns. In a secluded village in Jiangxi province, the residents practiced a dark and forbidden ritual involving skin lanterns. These lanterns were made from the stretched and tanned skin of their deceased loved ones, with their souls trapped within. The lanterns emitted an eerie, flickering light that cast disturbing shadows on the walls. It was believed that the trapped souls of the departed could communicate with the living through these lanterns, sharing their torment and sorrow. Number 10. The Forest of Lost Souls. Deep within the vast and ancient forests of Heilongjiang, there existed a place known as the Forest of Lost Souls. Legend had it that those who entered this dark and tangled wilderness would become hopelessly disoriented, unable to find their way out. The forest was said to be inhabited by vengeful spirits, their anguished cries echoing through the trees. Those who wandered too deep into the forest were said to vanish, never to be seen again, forever becoming one of the lost souls that haunted its depths. These Chinese urban legends serve as cautionary tales, warning of the consequences of greed, betrayal, and the pursuit of forbidden knowledge. They continue to chill the hearts of those who dare to delve into the dark and mysterious aspects of Chinese folklore.